Good evening. You're watching the news on Croatian television. Serbia's President Aleksandar Vučić is due in Zagreb on Monday for an official visit. Security is tight ahead of his arrival. Anti-terror units are checking up on any individuals or groups that may pose a threat to security. Besides special tactics and sniper teams, there are also plainclothes agents working in the field. The Interior Ministry has arranged for a high-security state car to transport the president. A medical team will also be on standby. Despite extremely tight security, Serbia's Interior Minister Nebojša Stefanović still considers the visit a high risk. Serbia's president, however, says he is not concerned.
I'm going there to find out what I need to know so that we can try to improve relations. I believe Kolinda Grabar-Kitarovic's motives are sincere, and I don't think there will be any security issues. Will there be any attempts to bait me into saying something or to trip me up in some way? Probably, but so what? This is going to be a long process, and we are going to have to accept the fact that we will need each other in the long run.
Zagreb Mayor Milan Bandić held a news conference today ahead of the Serbian president's visit. Serbian officials have expressed concern that Vučić will be met by ultra-nationalist protesters. Mayor Bandić is confident that will not happen.
Ustašas will not be waiting for Mr. Vučić when he arrives in Zagreb because there are none here. The people of Zagreb nurture multiculturalism, multi-ethnicity, and multi-confessionalism because these are the standards that our city has set, and I can only wish that they are shared by Belgrade, Sarajevo, Skopje, Pristina, Ljubljana, and all other European cities.
Serbia's delegation during the state visit will include Tomislav Žigmanov, the president of an ethnic Croat political party in Vojvodina, the Democratic Alliance of Croats. He appeared in an interview on Croatian television today. Speaking about the position of the Croats in the Serbian province, Žigmanov said that they were a vulnerable community which should have representation in government on the national level. He welcomed the state visit and added that Vučić should offer an apology for Serbia's aggression against Croatia.
This is what I would do if I were in his position. I think an apology for certain acts that were harmful, regardless of how we qualify it, is the least that we can expect.
Serbian politicians arriving tomorrow will also be accompanied by a business delegation comprising representatives of some 30 companies interested in partnering with Croatian businesses. At a business forum on Monday, they will meet with representatives of 15 Croatian firms. Those firms are looking to break onto the Russian market via Serbia's ties with the Russian Federation, says Želimir Kramarić from the Chamber of Commerce. He also points out that trade increased between Croatia and Serbia in 2017.
Croatia exports certain power industry products and energy to Serbia, while it imports a considerable amount of Serbian food and agricultural products, which indicates a certain level of compatibility between the two economies. Although Croatia mostly does business with EU countries, the Serbian market is still significant for Croatia.
Today is the World Day of the Sick, a feast day of the Roman Catholic Church. Health Minister Milan Kujundžić marked the day at the chapel in Zagreb's Dubrava Hospital, joined by administrators and staff. He said progress was being made in improving efficiency in the healthcare system and providing better care for patients.
We want to ensure that our healthcare network covers everyone. We want to raise the quality of care, but also the accountability of all of us in the system. We are continuing with the process of merging our hospitals, cutting the number of acute care beds and unnecessary units, while at the same time improving our primary healthcare system.
More than 10,000 costume revelers paraded through the streets of Rijeka today during the city's 35th International Carnival. The carnival is the city's premier tourism event, following in the footsteps of Rio and Venice.
We're called the Campus Group. We're dressed as Harry Potter, and we are 12th in line in the procession. There's about 400 of us, all students from Rijeka University. We're from Budva. Our costumes represent fire. Over there are our beautiful nymphs. It's a bit windy, but we're having a wonderful time here.
In sports, Croatia's alpine skiers did not compete in the Olympic men's downhill today. The event was postponed until Thursday due to extremely high winds in Pyeongchang. Cross-country skiers Krešimir Crnković and Edi Dadić did race in the 30-kilometer skiathlon. Crnković, a biathlete who only recently made the transition to cross-country racing, was 53rd. Dadić did not finish.
I was having a lot of difficulty. My technique isn't that good, so I tire more easily, and this affected the second part of the race. It definitely could have gone better. Our pace in the first 15 kilometers classical style was really fast. When that happens, you don't know what to expect. Are the leaders of the pack calculating, or are they going all out? I held on for the first half classical, but unfortunately in the freestyle my legs just burned out.
Monday's forecast calls for cloudy skies throughout the country, starting in the west. Rain is expected from midday on the North Adriatic, while the mountains and the northwest interior will see snow and sleet. Rain and snow will spread to the rest of the country by the end of the day. Temperatures will drop, and there could be traces of snow in parts of Istria and the north coast. The North Adriatic can expect northeasterly winds, which will rise late in the day, reaching gale-force speeds. The rest of the shore can expect a southeasterly, also rising in the second half of the day. Morning lows will range from -6 to -3 degrees inland and from -10 to -7 in the mountains. It'll be from 1 to 6 degrees on the coast and the islands. Daytime highs will be between 1 and 6, colder in Gorski Kotar, and between 7 and 12 degrees on the coast. More cloudy weather is in store on Tuesday and Wednesday in continental Croatia. There will be occasional snow and sleet. The east can expect rain with more frequent showers on Tuesday. Conditions will improve late Wednesday, but temperatures will be even colder overnight and on Thursday morning. High southeasterly winds accompanied by heavy rain on the south coast will persist until late Tuesday. There will be less rain and a moderate to high northeasterly wind on the rest of the coast. Conditions will be windy but sunny and dry by midweek.
And that brings us to the end of our program. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you again tomorrow.